Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So check it out, y'all. Check it out. If you just tuning in, man, say what's up in the comments. If you made money today in the market, let me know in the comments as well, all right? So in this video, what I want to talk about is what do you do if you make a lot of money fast in the stock market, right? What do you do? How do you stay profitable? How do you keep the money, right? I'm gonna break this down for you and it might blow your mind. All right, so be sure you watch this video to the end. Be sure to like this video for me. All right, subscribe to the channel every single day. I'm bringing to you some life-changing information, right? All you gotta do is implement and execute it. All right, so now let's say you got a trading account, right? Let's say you put $1,000 in there, right? And then let's say you get in a trade and then you make, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you swing something and 2 days later, that $1,000 turned into $5,000, let's just say, right? You're like, whoa, shit, I ain't never made this amount of money this fast, right? Or let's say you started off with 2K and then a month later, your account is at 12K. These things happen sometimes, right? The last couple weeks, we done had Oracle gapped up by almost $100. We had AVGO gapped up by about 30%. We had OpenIT gapped up by about another 30%. We had Intel gapped up by about 30%, right? This is in the last, 3 weeks. So this stuff is real life, right? These opportunities, they do present themselves quite often, right? Especially when you got earnings and crazy news catalysts and the market is just crazy, right? So let's just say that you make a lot of money fast, more than what you're used to making, or you just got into trading and by the graces of God, right? By the stock gods have blessed you with the opportunity to make a lot of money fast, right? Let me tell you what to do, right? So you can keep the money, right? This may not be popular advice, but I'm gonna give you some stuff that's gonna ensure that you don't lose the money, right? First things first, take the money out your account. Do a withdrawal. Do a withdrawal immediately. Do a withdrawal, period. All right? Because listen, your psychology is not ready for that amount of money that fast. So what happens is you be like, oh, okay, I just made 5,000 in a day or in 2 days, or I just made 12,000. I just grew my $1,000 account, right? Unsustainably. You don't even know it's unsustainable yet. And you grew it to 10K. And what happens? What you're gonna do is, most people, they be like, I'm gonna keep growing this, I'm gonna keep growing it. But you're growing the account on false pretenses, right? You thinking that you gonna keep growing the account, but you don't realize that you don't know how to grow your account to 10K from 1,000 sustainably and methodically, right? And I'm not hating on nobody. I want you to make your bread. But I'm just being real with you. I'm keeping it in a buck with you because these things happen all the time, right? Your psychology got to match up with where you at. And your psychology actually has to be further than where you at right now, right? So if you have a $1,000 account and you're used to seeing $50 on a trade, and then you out of nowhere see $5,000, your hands gonna be sweating. You're gonna be going like this trying to get out the trade, right? So why are you rushing to get out the trade? Because you feel like you got lucky. Subconsciously, right? I get it. Everybody want to say they successful, they self-made, right? They know how to trade, right? That's what everybody want to say. But when we look at the facts and we look at this for what it is, a lot of people don't know how to methodically make money in the stock market. It just is what it is, right? And because that's the case, if you go from 1,000 to 10,000, you 10x your account. Did you 10x your psychology? Did you 10x your understanding? If you think you're going to grow your account from 10K to 30K, but you went from 1K to 10K and you didn't learn the lessons that it took to go from 1K to 10K, then you're going to lose the bread by thinking that you're going to keep growing the account. But if you take that money out and you go right back down to 1K, you're going to feel like, damn, I'm right back at 1K. At least you're going to have the money in your account. And then when you start getting better and you start learning those lessons, you can say, okay, I'm going to take out of this 10K, I'm going to take 2K. And I'm gonna go put it in my account. Now I got 3K, right? That's how you wanna do that. Go pay off some bills. But go pay off a credit card. Go pay your car note a couple months extra, right? Go on a trip, right? Treat yourself, right? Go buy some shares of a stock. Go do something else rather than trying to grow your account more, right? If you're not psychologically ready to play on that level, because now you got 10K in your account. Let's say you used to put in $100 in a trade, right? Okay. So now you down 50% on the trade, you down $50, right? That's easily digestible. Okay. But what if now you putting $1,500 on the trade and you down 50%? That's $750. If you are not gradually working your way up to those numbers, you're going to take an L because your psychology ain't going to be ready for it, right? Your psychology is not going to be ready for it. This is a game of inner workings, right? Inner engineering. You got to learn how to master yourself, right? Because you can hit a lick in the stock market. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You can hit a lick in the stock market. You could wake up tomorrow and be up 1,000%, and you put $200 into a trade, right? What's 1,000% trade off a $200 investment? That's 2 racks. That's $2,000. That's a 10x, right? So you can't hit a lick in the stock market. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen for everybody. You do it long enough, you're going to wake up some days, you're going to be like, damn, I didn't expect that. I'm up 1,000%. Let me take this. I'm up 2,000%. I'm up 500%. I'm up 700%, right? But if you never did that consistently, or if you don't know how to, listen, if you don't know how to consistently get 10% per trade, how you going to consistently get 30% per trade? If you don't know how to get consistently 30% per trade, how you going to get 100% per trade, right? You got to learn that you got to work your way up to these levels, right? So if you make a lot of money fast, I'm begging you, right? I'm begging you, take the money out your account. Go right back to where you was at. I know everybody want the screenshots and want to say, I got this amount of money in my account, but listen, this is what happens, right? We're going to go even deeper. So you had 1,000, now you got 10K. Let's stay on that example, right? Now you're like, I'm about to grow it, right? Or you're like, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to be disciplined. Okay. You putting $200 in a trade still. That's fine. But you got this $9,800 just sitting right here, right? At some point in time, you're going to be like, ooh, I got this extra money. Let me go put $3,000 in this trade. Even if I make, 20%, that's $600. I don't want to go slow. I want to go fast, right? That's how people be. That's human nature. And now you put 3K in the account. You swing trade it. Next day you down 80%, right? Next day you down 50%. You panic out, then it go in your direction. The stock market gonna do the same thing, but with different amounts of money, it's gonna feel different. This is why so many successful people have the same story. I made a lot of money, I lost it all, and then I built it back up. Because there was a gap in their psychology. I done lost a lot of money too, right? So please, 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 I hope that you guys hear what I'm saying and you take this seriously. Because it's going to be a day, if you a newbie, or if you've been like at a certain level in your trading account financially, it's going to be a day where you're going to make a lot of money, right? Fast. If you don't take the money out the account, go buy some shares, go pay off a credit card, go do something financially responsible, I'm telling you right now, the market going to take your money back. Because the market is all about balance, right? Think about it as a gap up. If you got $1,000 in your account and you gapped up to $10,000, the gap got to be filled. The gap has to be filled, right? It's the same thing. The only way the gap ain't going to be filled is if you're responsible and you methodically learn your lessons. All right? This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a skill set that once you learn it, paired with your psychology, you could change your life for the rest of your life. And you can change your family's life, and that's changing your legacy and your lineage. All right? So listen, y'all. If you make a whole bunch of money, take the money out the account, reassess, slow it down, start over. I'm telling you this because I experienced it. And I had to build it back up, right? And build it back up, right? So please, please, please understand what I'm saying. And I hope that you take this stuff seriously. All right. Like I always say, man, I want you to say it with me, y'all. Make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I'm going live later on today. So I'm going to see you guys tonight at 8:30 Pacific. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. All right. You guys have a great day. Y'all stay smooth and I'm going to see you later. Peace.